Hi. All right, this is On an Imagination with the Healing Garden. This is the Alma mater. This is the profit side of the business, and we're going to go ahead and walk you through the whiteboard of the layout. So we're going to start here in the center, and everything that brings all community together is purpose. This is what a lot of people miss when they start doing their communities and their network. It is not interests that bring people together, it is their purpose, because you are going to the same place. And the Healing Garden looks for people who have the shared purpose of Operation Save the World. And that's it right there. This is the business we all are in at the Healing Garden. We are looking for people who save the world. And these are also for people who are on a massively global scale. This is not for people who are only thinking one small business. This is on a bigger scale. So what we have here is basically a flow. This is a rotation. This is like an energy. And what we have is we focus on nourishment of the people inside the garden. And then we have balance. And this is vital. Now, this is what we refer to in the 12 ethics as self-regulation, which is the third ethic. And we do this by getting that. We get the balance by doing the third ethic, self-regulation. And then we have, of course, the nourishment, and this is self-nourishment, which a lot of people are missing. And this is something, when you get into this, we train, and this is what we do inside the garden so that you learn how to nourish yourself while we also put you through the program. Now, this is where a lot of people struggle. Whenever we start mental healing of any type, people put all of their focus on healing the self. And this is the absolutely most toxic thing you could possibly do for a number of reasons. The first problem that this causes when you focus exclusively on your healing as the focal point is it becomes your life, and then it becomes your conversations, and then it consumes your attention and your focus. And if you're trying to heal, that's not what you should be focusing on. What you need to focus on is your dream, which is your identity, which is what was taken from you to begin with. So whenever you do any kind of training or healing, you really need to have that substantial focal point. And that is where we provide people, or a person, we provide people with the atmosphere so that they can, while they nourish themselves, focus on what they need to focus. So we have students who are coming in who they want to build up their dream to save the world. They want to build up that community. And a lot of people, some people come in and they don't know what they want to do, but we give them the environment where it either nourishes an idea into them, or they become passionate and they stay with us and they just stay on staff. Either way, they get the healing they need, they get the drive, they get to be part of something that moves towards saving the world. So that's a huge part of it. Now, after we are done with Operation Save the World, we are moving into Nourish the World, where it's just keeping it maintained and balanced. So right now we're in emergency mode. The other problem with not having that focal point is you have no direction. So when you are healing and you don't have anything but your healing to focus on, it's stagnant. So you don't go anywhere. So a lot of people will sit in the same place and just focus on healing. Now, the other problem that we run into with this, and this is also another huge issue, is people end up only focusing on self-care. And they are no longer putting anything in practical use. So there's no practice with practical use, which is the problem to begin with, which leads to no proof of concept. So these are the 5 primary problems with mental health today. Anytime someone takes on any mentally healing, this is how it's traditionally done. And the Healing Garden, with this setup, it removes all of these problems and introduces something different. So this is what the foundation of this is built on. So you have your Operation Save the World. We all are coming together for the right purpose, for one purpose. We're all doing the same job. The conversation in the healing garden, every time we sit down and talk to anybody, so how are you saving the world? And that is just, that's what we're all aligned here for. That is our common denominator. So we have our self-nourishment, we have our balance with self-regulation. The next part that we focus on is the 4 pieces here. You have your skills, and we train you how to recognize your skills and also how to do skill development. That's part of our training. The next thing that we do over here is we give you the atmosphere so you can figure out how you're going to save the world. So we call this your how-to dream. You have the dream that you want to save the world. You're here in the right place. You're getting the nourishment you need. You feel great about everything. And you might be one of those persons where you're going, okay, I'm here. Now, how am I going to save the world? Now, that might take time, which is okay. At the Healing Garden, you can get right where you need to, focus on stabilizing yourself, seeing how it works. And it's literally providing you with a smorgasbord of being able to just sample a little bit of everything until you find who you are, which is mandatory for the learning journey of the discovered self and also for healing. So as you go through that process, you have the ability to look at everything and go, oh, I know what I want now. And then you have the ability to cherry pick it. And then you can either build something of yourself for yourself, or, and we've had some people do this, where they say, I want to be part of this. And that's okay too. We're very flexible. So then the other thing we focus on is opportunities. Now, this is where every business in every world gets this wrong, is when we are doing networking, we are focusing on resources. What do you have to trade? Well, what do you offer? We hear this all the time from every business. Well, what do you offer? What's your offer? We don't do that at the Healing Garden. This is the very first thing that I step in and I say, no. What we do is opportunities. We open doors. You need an opportunity, and you are offering an opportunity. And if you're not, that's okay. It will come to you eventually. This is part of finding yourself. So this is huge with thinking in the mindset of opportunities. It is a question of what door do you open for others? And this really is the big question here at the Healing Garden. This is what you're looking for. What door do you open for others? Now, in addition, what door do you need open for you? And this is what we focus on here. So we come to you already with open doors. We open doors for you, and we tell you these are the doors we need open. Now, if you can open those doors, great. If not, that's all right. You're going to open the door for someone else somewhere in the Healing Garden, which is going to eventually come back to us. Yay, karma. So we just want to make sure that we're all thinking about where's the door? Let's open doors. What doors do you need open? And this is where network comes in and takes care of that. So with that opportunity, that's what we focus on. It completely changes the mindset. The next thing we look at is resources. Now, resources are literally consequences of your skills. Bottom line, these are your resources are a metric of your skills. So if you do not have solid skills developed that you can recognize, you're not going to see your resources. And this is where a lot of people fall into a lot of traps, is they don't know how to take their skills, develop it, focus, and then turn them into resources. And once we get you trained in, okay, what are your skills? What are your resources? What are the opportunities you want? What doors do you want to open for other people? And what do you need opened? It becomes this beautiful symbiosis. It's absolutely beautiful. Now we do this. We're also doing self-nourishment. We're also doing the self-regulation with a balance. And we're also focused still on that solid dream of purpose, Operation Save the World. And you will either find your dream here, you're coming in with your dream already, or you transfer and say, okay, this is my dream, I just want to be here. Any one of those options is fantastic. You can be here for as long as you need. You can, whatever you need, take whatever you need and build whatever you need. This is all about you and your dream. So where our business model is really, really different is we have a list of needs. This is a list of, let's call them seats that we need filled, positions, okay? So the Healing Garden has a list of seats that we need. And we're not the only one. There's going to be other people here, and they all need seats. So there is the list of seats that we require. Now, at first, it's going to be a lot of options, but as we grow, those seats are going to get filled. But other businesses are going to need other seats filled. And because everyone here is a tradesman, business owner, entrepreneur, they're going to have seats that they're going to need filled. And you're in a safe network, all learning the same business model, the same ethics. So you're already collaborating with the people. Hey, I need seats filled. So here you have the list of seats required. And when you have the list of seats required, basically people can go in and instead of me saying, well, I'm hiring for this position, you fill out the application for this. I don't do that. Instead, it's, I want to know where you are with Save the World. I want to know if you have a meta-heuristic mind. I want to know where you stand on your passion. Now, once you hit those marks, great. Here's a list of seats. Here's all of our resources. You decide what's best for you, and you tell me where you want to go in this. Because I don't care where you go. And if you, this is the best part. I love this part. At the seventh option in the everything that you could possibly do in this business, that seventh option is none of these fit me. I have my own idea and I want to make my own thing. We do that too. So if you come in with this idea, and if you come in with, or you don't have an idea, but then you have one, and we don't have a list available for you, but you want to make one for you, make one for you. We'll make it work. We'll figure a way around it. And that is absolutely putting your skills, your talents, you're customizing it, making it fit for you. That way you do the best job that you can do for your dream so that it's a win-win-win. Win for you, win for us, win for the people. So that is the list of seats required. That's one of the things that we have here. The other thing with our philosophy is that win-win-win. This is a big deal with me. A lot of people talk about a win-win. I don't do that. It has to be a win-win-win. You have to win, I have to win, and the people have to win. If all three of us don't win, then we don't go forward. The other thing that I have here is the yes law. We're going to call this the yes law. The yes law is if you come up with an idea, I'm going to say yes, and you're going to lead it. And we are going to train you how to lead it if you need it. But there is no, I have an idea, but I don't want to do it. I'm going to pass it on to somebody else. If you have an idea and you don't want to do it, you are responsible for finding somebody who will take it on. And that's very common here. That's very common. There's going to be people who, you know, in the networking, and this is what you want to do in the networking group on Monday, on Saturdays, is I've got an idea. This is my idea. I'm putting together my own team. And this is it, is you're going to, all of us are basically project managers. All of us are project managers. And we all are basically building this creature, and we have no idea what we're going to come up with, but we all have our own project, and it's all a piece of the bigger project. And how you want to plug that in is entirely up to you, so that when you have an idea, you own that idea. It is yours. And either you build it and we give you the resources, the tools, the networking, the people, and or you build your own team. So there is no, here's my idea, I'm going to pass it on to Anna. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. I have too much to do to adopt anybody's idea. So that is an absolute, that's one of the things here. I'm going to say yes, and you're going to lead it. And if you need help learning how to lead, that's what we train you on. So we also have, when you break it down, yeah, this is it right here. So to summarize, so this is the problems that we solve. So we have the problems that we solve in mental health for our people right here. This is the first thing. The next thing that we have is problems that we solve in business. And the problems that we solve in business are, we provide you with an adulting and a parenting school. That is, everyone part of the Healing Garden community gets access to the adulting parenting school. So while you are here, you have full access to the school. The next is you get Honor Scout. Honor Scout is me scouting you out for invitation to my back end. That is huge. I am very, very select. I am always on the lookout for top talent, top idea. and a top action taker. So if I see somebody who absolutely is constantly showing promise, I recognize talent. And when I see talent, I put you in the right, and I put you right where you need to be. So I have multiple tiers. I have a group where everybody comes in and anyone, this allows anyone to break any stigma and any class system. That's what this is. So that I've got people in tier one down in the foundational section where people are coming in for the training. And when people stand out, when they're showing promise, when they're showing the characteristics and traits for a metaheuristic mind, they are taken or they are invited out of that environment and invited into the Healing Garden community. When they are brought into the Healing Garden community, we place them in our Tuesday classes. And when we see who they are and where they are there, that's basically our triage center, where we recognize the talent. We know they've got what it takes to be here, and we immediately siphon them into wherever they feel they need to be. We bring them in, we onboard them, we make introductions, we immediately begin the networking process for them. And this provides, it literally takes those diamonds in the rough and it brings them right into the top community instantly without any bullshit, without any red tape. We've already done this with a few people. It happens a lot where we have that people come to get healed. And then when we recognize the metaheuristic mind, we recognize, oh, they're in the wrong place, but they don't know it because no one teaches this on the outside. So it's taking them, putting them into this space, and then making sure they're getting to the right department. And then we basically have a panel of about 4 of us where we all sit down and we talk to them. And as we're going through it, we immediately realize this is the department where they need to be. This is their forte. And as we talk to them, we see them light up. We see their passion come to life, and then we plug them into the right location. When that happens, they fall right into the place and we see them just come to life. It's absolutely a beautiful process. I've seen this so many times. So you get on a scout when you get into this, when you step into the Healing Garden. That's one of our massive perks is we have eyes out for you, and we are looking for people who belong in this tier, saving the world. The next thing that we have is our learning the network. Basically, it's network and communication training. And this is everything networking. We train you how to network. We train you how it gets done. We teach you on communications, all of it. The next thing we have for you is the pay it forward loan. And that goes alongside our paid internship. And this is in the early stages. So this is something we are in the process of building right now. It is not yet available, but it will be. So I want to clarify that. So this is the pay it forward loan. This is the paid internship. And what basically happens again is people come in, they have access to, we basically put them on our staff, and it's where do you want to go? You do whatever it is you do. And you are contributing to our value. We are nourishing and training you. And then when you are done and you are ready to launch, we have the ability to basically provide capital. And this is one of the things that we are looking at doing is providing the capital. And again, this is early stages. So it's startup capital, business investment. So it's startup capital and business investment. So that's one of the things that we have here for our alumni. And the reason why is because you've been trained by us. So we know you are a low risk. You're going to be absolutely successful. And we're also providing you with our brand. So you have also the option for that, our shared brand. So it's marketing under our shared brand. It's also marketing within the forum and market. So you are added, you are vetted, and you have our stamp of approval. The stamp of approval is you are ethical, you meet business qualifications, you are not a scammer, you've been trained by us for the top, cleanest ethics that is available. You have got your shit together. That is what we are looking at here. So that is another thing that we offer here. The other thing we have is, and this is that training, that trade school. And this is it right here. This is our high selling point, is it's that trade school for businesses who save the world. And that's it right there. It's a trade school for businesses who save the world, as it should be, as it should be. I'm going to put it here. I don't know if it's redundant, but I'll just say it anyway because I love the wording. It's on the dream. You've heard on the job. I call it on the dream training. And I'm going to clarify this paid internship is for 1 year. And there you go. So that is the problems that we solve in business in today's society. So the other part of all of this that we have is we also have the franchise coming up. And that is releasing in 2025. We also have the Healing Garden franchise. So that people who want to continue the work that we're doing, but they want to own their own on-site, they have the ability, the freedom to purchase, to buy into the Healing Garden franchise and place that anywhere in the world. So that is something else we have available. And I'm going to say again, all of this is absolutely with that agenda of we're here to save the world. We're here to nourish the world. And then once that's done, we're here to make sure everything stays balanced, aligned, and the people are nourished. So this is everything that we have available. Now we also have the round table. This is just, I want to put this out here also. This is, while all of this is going on, this is the other stuff that I've got. I'm going to go ahead. So this is, I call this from the world of Anna, or Anna's world, because this is the other part of all of this that is, meanwhile, that's a good way to just, meanwhile, I have the Healing Gardens Trident Healing. And that is for anyone to just go in, do what they need for their own healing. And that's where we watch, we vet, we check out people to see how they're doing. They have the ability to attend there, or they have the ability to go to our Tuesday classes. And our Tuesday classes is open to all those people so that we can see how that goes. And then we have the sponsors, we have the podcast. I have my podcast going on, and I believe we have chosen the name, The Ethical Asshole. And then the next thing we have after that are my books are available. We also have my club. So this is my New York City club, which I call the Playground. That's coming up. We have field trip for adults. Field trips for adults. That'd be my favorite thing that I've got here. Field trips. For adults. So what this really is this is our getaway healing resorts. And that is something I will be doing. We also have our, and I have already mentioned it, I'm going to put it in here again, Forum and Market. And then we have the Franchise Nourishing Center. And we have, with the franchise, we have 2 options available. The first option is going to be the children, the homeschooling program. It's a done for you homeschooling. So it's homeschooling, but it's with, it's not at home. It's going to be in a facility like a fitness center / spa / educational center. And the children are going to be, basically there's going to be supervisors, and they're going to be, I call them shepherds or supervisors. They are not teachers, and they basically guide the child through the homeschooling program, so that if a parent doesn't want to do the homeschooling or they're working, they have an option to send the child here. And then in addition to our franchise, we also have the Franchise Nourishing Center for adults. So, and then we're going to have, people do have the option to buy both if they want to do both. And then, of course, we have the Radical Global Healing Plan. And that is going to be partnered with our summit and expo with Concentric Industries. We also have World System Solutions, who has joined us on that as well. So this, I think this is the first time I've sat down and actually showed everything that I'm doing in a nutshell. Do believe there's more. I believe this is it. I believe this is it. Let me just go through this one more time. Yep, this is it. Okay. And one of the primary, by the way, I have to, I should put a title here. I should put a title. So the title, this is the alma mater, which is Latin for nourishing mother. And the only agenda of the nourishing mother is to nourish the people. And that's it right there. This is going to be a for-profit. This is where I got to get legal in here, because legal's going to clean this up for me, because it's going to be like, well, it's a profit and it's a nonprofit at the same time. Because there's going to be parts of it that are absolutely for-profit. There's going to be parts of it that are absolutely nonprofit. Rule number one here, and this is another, so I'm just going to put this over here, because this is what I need to do, is Anna's rules. I don't like rules. Anna's laws. There we go. I like Anna's laws. There's going to be people like, wow, is that really better? Yes, it's actually really better. Trust me, it is. So Anna's laws, these are for me. My laws are for me, not you. Fourth ethic. Okay. I don't know why I have the word required here. No idea why that's called. Oh, I know why. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. So, all right. The next thing is my goal, my mission is to communicate ethical wealth. And it is very much, you can be wealthy and ethical at the same time. And that is absolutely what I have set out to prove, that you can have both of these things. That's it right there. And we train you how. Now, oh yeah, there is another. See, I knew there was one more thing. I'm like, no, I'm missing something. I'm missing something big. So this is part of Anna's world, but it's kind of like, where am I going to put this? So I'm just going to put it down here. What this part is I can do this. I'm just really tech inept. Okay. So one of the things that we have here is the question, what if I already have a business? And I want the healing garden to fix it. This is that question. And the answer is corporations, established corporations, can participate in our upgrade. This is what I refer to as the business upgrade. It's literally upgrade your business. The corporation upgrade. And that is where we do network. And what we do here is we focus on we focus on the business owner. We look at the business owner's mental health. The next thing we do is I'm going to use the word diagnose and assess. We do dialysis. We do diagnosis and dialysis. So dialysis on the network. And then the next thing we do is the mental health and education of staff, employees, families of, and patrons. You heard me. We have multiple packages available on this. for CEOs. So there it is. So we have this option available. So if you already have a business, a corporation, and you want the Healing Garden to fix whatever, we do the established corporation upgrade, which is business owners' mental health, diagnosis and dialysis on the network. And what I mean by this is your communications. And then we provide you with the same training. I need to put that in here. Provided with same training that we give our people. And then when we are done, you get our stamp of approval for quality, for ethics and quality. And there it is. That is pretty much everything. That is the non-healing garden side of it. So you've got Triadic Healing over in the corner, and this is everything behind it. This is my back end. This is my back end. So believe that truly is everything. Here, I'm going to go ahead and throw on my public speaking because I forgot about that. All right. There. So this is what you are part of now. And if any of this like perked up your ears and you went, oh my God, yes. Well, there you go. Oh yeah, I forgot about the collaboration program. Yeah, forgot about that. Let me plug that in here. Collaboration. So yeah, this is literally everything. This is how I work. So that is an introduction to what the Healing Garden is, what we offer here. There is one more thing I want to plug in here, which is just it is a meta-heuristic minds to save the world. And that's it right there. Meta-heuristic minds to save the world. And that is our agenda, is getting the best minds in the world together in one place. That way we can train them to put their gorgeous minds to work in an atmosphere where it is designed for them. So this is literally the space designed for geniuses to be trained in how to use your genius. How to use your genius 101. That's what we cover here for you. So here you are. This is everything to do with Alma Mater, which is that back end of the Healing Garden. If you have any questions, of course, hit me up. You are free to share this video with literally anyone. So if you are talking to somebody and you're like, you got to see this, by all means, please share this. Thank you. Thank you. And may the kindest of words always find you.